Hello Internet, I am Miss V, also known as K Thorn, and welcome to my channel where we are playing through all of the Nancy Drew games from number 1, Secrets Can Kill, to number 34, which I still haven't looked up the name. I really should. But I know it takes place in Prague, and it's brand new, came out about a month ago now. I was hoping to get through all of the other games, or at least close to all the other games before it came out, but it came out a little earlier than I thought it was going to. But today we are starting a new game, moving right on through these. This is number 8, the Haunted Carousel, which I've obviously played before because I have the old disc from, I want to say 2003. There's a sticker in the way of the date. Well, that's not helpful. Come here, sticker. Come here, sticker. I broke a few nails recently. This is hard to do. Isn't that? It's not coming off. We're just gonna Google it. Hey Google, when did Nancy Drew The Haunted Carousel come out? July 13th, 2003. I was off by a year. I think it's because 2 games came out in 2001 and this one came out in 2003. Okay, thank you, Google. So, I obviously have played it before if I have the disc. It's one of those cool cases though where like it opens like a book and has all this stuff inside. So that's really cool. I do vaguely remember this one. Like I remember there's a little image. I don't know how well you guys can see it in my camera. There might be a glare from the ring light. But that little map, I do remember that map. I kind of remember the carousel. I remember the creepy shark ride. That's about it. That's about all I remember. Now I am curious, so I have already prepped a note card for my notes for this. But we have had a few games where we have found old notes inside of the cases. So let us see if there's old notes inside of the case. There is. Oh my god, there's so many notes. Oh, stenography. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna take a photo of that one with my phone this time. So yeah, so old notes. So as usual, we'll do a comparison afterwards. We're gonna put this back in the case. You can see it there. Close that and put it away. Maybe. So obviously I have played it before if I own it, but again, I remember parts of it and not all of it. I do not know who the bad guy is. I don't even remember what exactly the mystery is, but I'm guessing it has something to do with a carousel being haunted because the name is the Haunted Carousel. That's just a guess. I also realized I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. Actually, I can. I am not like Velma. As you can tell, I'm a big mystery fan. Scooby-Doo, Velma. In fact, it's kind of dark because in order to get the lighting right, my overhead light in my office is awful. So I've just got like ring lights on, like lamp stuff. So my bookshelf's a little dark, but if you were to look closely at my bookshelf, there's a whole bunch of hidden Scooby-Doos. As well as every single Firefly character. But we're going to ignore that part and just talk about the fact that there's a bunch of Scooby-Doos. And that top yellow bookshelf is in fact all of my Nancy Drew books. So, fun facts for you there. If you're new to my channel, the whole goal of this channel is for me to play video games a little bit more in a healthy way, because I have the bad habit of overworking myself between chores and my job, to the point where when I finally sit down and play a game, it's been so long and I'm so stressed that I end up playing video games for 14 hours straight, with the only breaks being the bathroom and snacks. That's not healthy. And there's other things I'd like to get done, other hobbies I do. I've got over here, you can actually kind of see it. D&D miniatures that I'm painting. I do D&D stuff, I do other things, and I want to have time for that stuff. So I'm trying to find a better balance in my life, better work-life balance as well. So I'm recording myself playing games to try and work on that balance. Makes it to where I don't really want to go too far over an hour and a half. 2 hours max. I know there was one video that went like 3 hours, and I still feel really bad about that. I was so dead set on finishing it, but I kept getting stuck in that game. This one, of course, especially since we're just starting off the game, it's going to be hour and a half to hour 45 of playtime. And so, yeah, that's the whole goal of my channel. I'm not in this for the money. If I were to ever get to the point where I was earning money, it would go first to upgrading equipment, second to educational charities, because I am a virtual teacher. I teach from home virtually. I absolutely love my job, actually. I came from a very toxic workplace to this, and it's been wonderful. So I do not plan to quit my job to do this full-time at all. This is just to give a better work-life balance. So if you're enjoying these, please click that like button. Please leave a comment below. At least let me know, hey, yeah, I'm watching this and I'm enjoying it. It gives me a little bit more drive to keep doing this. And then, of course, if you are enjoying these videos, make sure you click that subscribe button and also the little notification bell so that way you know when a new video comes out. Right now, the Nancy Drew videos are being posted every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Right now, it is my summer break, though. That might change come July 22nd. I got back July 22nd. Students come back mid-August. It gives us a good chunk of time to prep. I actually really like it. So I'm probably still going to be good in those first couple of weeks, but once the students come back, I might have to change my schedule on things. We'll see when that time comes. So, but for now, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and if you have a recommendation for a game to supplement this over the rest of my summer break, please pop that in the comments below as well, and I can try it out. I already tried Fallout, didn't go well, so don't recommend that one. But without further ado, as I've already been talking longer than I like to at the beginning, I want to try and keep it at 5 minutes. Doesn't always happen, but let's jump into the Haunted Carousel, number 8 in the Nancy Drew game series.
Welcome to my latest case, the Haunted Carousel.
I think just to keep with it, we've been doing Junior Detective.
Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure
for the
games and
most
need some
part.
help,
Actually, I think we're starting to get to the point where it's going to start giving me ways to track what I need to do. The last game gave me an option for that with like a PDA that was in my equipment down here. I don't know if this game does that as well. At some point, we will have a notebook in the game, which gives us a nice checklist, but you only get that with the Junior Detective. And it sucks because I would like to have the Senior Detective level puzzles. Because some of the puzzles themselves, not the actual who do I talk to, what do I do, but the puzzles themselves sometimes are a little too easy for me. Like there was one in the Junior Detective this last game that was really easy, and it was kind of frustrating. It was too easy. So I really wish there was an option to have the Senior Detective level puzzles with the Junior Detective notebook, because I'm really bad at knowing what to do next, and I like the checklist. So we're going to keep a Junior Detective solely so I can have that checklist. I really wish there was a middle option so I could have the higher level puzzles.
Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one night. Then a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the dead of night, as if it was haunted or something. And then last week, the roller coaster suddenly stopped in mid-ride for no apparent reason. Nobody was seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because Paula Santos, the park's owner, is a friend of Dad's. She's putting me up at the Captain's Quarters Hotel, which is next to the park. I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Harlan Bishop. I hope I don't let Paula down. Wish me luck. Ever yours, Nancy. P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed. Creepy, huh?
I never thought about the fact that Nancy's a Nepo baby. She just is. And I never thought about it until now, but she gets away with a lot of what she does in these games, and the books as well, because of her father. Can't say anything. Where I live locally, I'm a bit of a Nepo baby. My dad's a business owner where I live, so I get his connections. At least this time the radiator isn't broken, right? Ooh, what's this?
A room service menu. All right.
Cool. Room service. Pasta and veggie platter, hamburger platter. Ugh, I don't like mushrooms. And tomato, I can't do tomatoes. I can't do the texture of tomatoes. I like the flavor. I can't do the texture. I do love artichoke though, as long as it's not pickled. I don't know what it is in the pickling process, but it just makes me nauseous. I don't know if it's like the vinegar when you pickle things. I don't know. Hamburger platter. Ooh, a sesame seed bun. See, I can't do pickles either. Those also make me nauseous. Something in that pickling process. Captain's Cove fun day. Like a Sunday, but a fun day. 6 layers of sheer heaven. A brownie layered with ice cream, banana chunks, nuts, whipped cream, and topped with triple thick hot fudge. That sounds like 5 pounds that I don't need. I can't look at the soups. Well, fine. Looks like spaghetti Malone. Fresh from the sea something. Is that $52.72? No, that's going to be the dollar sign. I don't know how much that is. These are cheap. I'm coming from 2024 inflation. Flag game journal. Things to do inbox. Things to do. Checklist here. Check in with P. Santos. Check out the carousel. Head over to the park. Inbox. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you for your subscription to Sassy Detective Online, the electronic tip service for the modern detective. Check your inbox often. Tips will be arriving almost as fast as you can read them. Outgoing mail has been temporarily halted. Find that. A journal. Oh wait, it says New Jersey? For some reason I didn't catch New Jersey earlier. I have family in New Jersey. Flag game. What is the line up 3 flags in a row or a column? Line up 4 flags in a row or a column. Line up 5 flags in a row or a column. I'm confused. So like, do I just have to keep clicking shuffle? Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this. This isn't part of the mystery. Four flags. Shuffle. Why am I doing this? It was less than 30 seconds left of the game. Oh, it adds time every time I get one correct. Okay, we're not going to keep doing that. It's probably one of those things where you just get like a little award at the end for doing extra stuff. Okay, there's an empty table. There's a TV in a drawer. Nope. My luggage. Seaside fun and entertainment. Nothing in New Jersey beats Captain's Cove Amusement Park.
Kessler.
One of the first rides at the park was a carousel created by famed woodcarver Rolf Kessler. Completed in 1914, the carousel and its band organ are still operational. To this day, carousel connoisseurs swear that riding one of the wild-eyed steeds that Kessler carved is an experience that borders on eerie. It also has Midway Games, Tuttle Terror Roller Coaster, and Demons of the Deep Haunted House. Ooh. Okay, I'm supposed to call the person. Directory. Down, down, down. Dial.
Paula Santos.
Hello, Miss Santos. It's Nancy Drew.
Hello. Have you been out to the park?
No, not yet. I thought I'd check in with you first.
You're all set. I told the guard at the main gate to keep an eye out for you. His name's Harlan Bishop. All the rides are shut down except for the carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action, but please, take a good look at the roller coaster even if you can't ride it.
What did the police find when they looked at it?
They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
So I can get into the park through the main gate?
Harlan will be watching for you. Oh, and from now on, call me Paula.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
Alright. Things to do. Okay. Oh, it auto checked it off. That's cool. Okay, so head over to the park. Look for the security guard and check out the roller coaster, I guess. And nothing new in the email. But it says keep checking email. I am also kind of chilly right now. Oh, wait, hold up. Really? I can't.
I need to turn the iron on.
Huh. So apparently I will be able to iron something at some point. Cool. Like I was saying though, I'm a little chilly. I'm going to turn off the fan in my office, and if need be, I have I think you guys, if you've watched my older videos, you have seen my office blanket that I sometimes have wrapped around my shoulders. I get cold very easily because of health issues. I ran into a dog on the way back to my chair. But yeah, my fan was on because yesterday it was hot in here. Now I'm cold. I can't win. Sorry, we're closed.
Will the young lady who just entered the park please turn immediately and enter the whale's mouth directly to her left? Thank you.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Well, from the way you just marched right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs, you're either who I think you are or you're one determined gatecrasher.
If you think I'm Nancy Drew, you're right.
That's a relief. It's too early in the day to go sicking the cops on anybody. I'm Harlan Bishop.
Must be pretty boring around here with the park closed.
Not really. In fact, I begged Miss Santos to keep me on while the park's closed. Even agreed to a pay cut.
So you're not intimidated by all this curse stuff?
Somebody swiped the horse off a carousel and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't think it's that big a deal, and frankly, neither do I.
So you think the carousel starts up by itself because some wires got damaged?
Makes sense to me. Of course, I'm no expert, and Ingrid swears she can't find anything wrong with the carousel's electrical system. But then, I kinda think she doesn't want to.
Who's Ingrid?
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's working during the shutdown, too. She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
What?
Is anyone else in the park now?
Elliot Chen, he's the art director. Hardly ever see him. Busy guy. And Joy Trent, park bookkeeper. In fact, she's your next stop.
She is?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
That would certainly help.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card. Lets you ride the rides and play the games on the midway. Come back to me if you burn through that one and need another.
Why wouldn't Joy give me one of these?
Well, see, Joy's just kinda joyless. It'd never occur to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park. I put an X where Joy's office is.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store, department store, you know, as a security guard. In Flemington, not around here.
What did you mean when you said you were a newbie?
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
Not wrong, but you're deflecting on where you worked before. Yeah, but puts you on the list is concerning.
I see you have a security camera trained on the carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the carousel until after the theft, but we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape. Want to see it?
That'd be great!
I got the tape right here, all queued up. I played it for the police. Like I said before, they weren't real impressed. There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
Did you notice that burst of static just before the carousel started to turn?
Probably just a glitch in the tape. We use them over and over.
Have you tried to prove your screwed up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop. But now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
May I see that tape of the carousel haunting again?
I got the tape right here, all queued up.
With that static, I'm feeling like it's some sort of external device starting it, almost, that affected the camera.
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
Anything else to check out in here? Please keep all personal belongings in your lockers. Coffee. I can't tell what that is. Can't tell what that other word is. And did you visit today? Give fun pass, map of park, sent to Joy. Captain's Cove Police Department.
The phone number for the police. That might come in handy. It would be rude to use my phone now.
I just want to know if you automatically put this in your phone, so I don't have to write it down. Some cones, lots of fire extinguishers. Lockers. Harlan Ellie? Looks like Erie, but I don't think it's Erie. No idea. Check. We'll search those when he's not here. All right. Joy's marked on the map.
Hello. Are you Nancy?
Yes, I am. You're Joy?
Joy Trent. Sorry about the mess. So, I'm supposed to give you an access card.
Yes, Ms. Santos wants me to have the run of the park.
You're wasting your time, you know.
Excuse me?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this cursed garbage.
Are you saying she did have something to do with it?
I've seen how Paula runs the park. All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
That's how business works. You want more and more people in your doors spending money.
But why would she sabotage the roller coaster? She can't make any money with the park shut down.
She probably just didn't know the park would be shut down.
Is Ms. Santos aware of the way you feel about her?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt. Except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured, Lance Huffington. And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money. And I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell his share to Paula. When he died 2 months ago, he was flat broke. Paula could have bailed him out, but she didn't. Frankly, I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Right. I'm supposed to get an access card from you?
Here you go. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her office is by the haunted house. The only other people in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot Chin. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop. But try not to bug him.
Does he not like to be disturbed?
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up. Ms. Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, right. Thanks for all your help. Sorry if I disturbed you.
Well, okay then. Once again, I don't necessarily want to search her office. What's her here? But I'll look at like these things. Galaxy Ballroom. The world's greatest beachfront ballroom. Dances, concerts featuring Conductor Shaw Bids and the Nouveau Jersey Shore Orchestra. Sheldon Rousseau's Galaxy Ballroom in Carousel, Captain's Cove, New Jersey.
The haunted house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
Yeah. I don't like fish. I don't like eating fish. I don't like being around fish.
Maybe I should give Detective Paris a call.
I should read this out loud. Mike DeSalle holds the jewelry he found hidden in the padding of the orbiter. According to Detective KJ Paris, more hidden valuables could turn up in the vault in the park. The orbiter turned. Oh.
Maybe that's what whoever stole that carousel horse was after. Jewels from that heist.
The orbiter turned into Mike DeSalle's favorite amusement park ride yesterday when he found close to $50,000 worth of jewelry hidden in the padding that lines the ride's backrests. I felt something sharp when I strapped in, said 19-year-old DeSalle. By the time the ride was over, I thought for sure whatever it was had totally stuck itself into my shoulder. Assuming someone had placed rocks in the padding as a joke, DeSalle examined the backrest, found a small slit at its top edge, and through it managed to pull out the offending objects. 3 necklaces, a pearl necklace, and 2 jewel-studded gold bracelets. I knew they were real right away, he said. Fakes just don't sparkle like that. He turned his find over to the police, who quickly discovered that the jewelry was indeed real. It had been among the items stolen when a thief broke into the safe at the Captain's Quarters Hotel 3 years ago. Despite the fact that the man suspected of the theft is currently serving time in the state penitentiary for an unrelated crime, none of the stolen items have ever been found until yesterday. The man in charge of the investigation 3 years ago, veteran police detective KJ Paris, recalls that the thief made a getaway by running through the park. Paris now suspects that the reason the loot has never turned up is because the thief stashed the jewelry in various places throughout the park so he could return for it days, months, even years later. For his honesty, DeSalle received a $2,000 reward from the Warwick Insurance Company and a lifetime certificate for a room at the Captain's Quarters Hotel. Some pretty valuable stuff could still be hidden in the park, Paris said, but before people start tearing up the rides looking for it, they should be advised that I'll be watching. Interesting. This was 1983. Huh. Blast off in the night, rockets. Only at Captain's Cove Amusement Park. Okay. We're gonna head out. I do want to check out the roller coaster, but I think I want to talk to Ingrid and Elliot. First, introduce myself, get to know them. Start with Ingrid. Good to know. Before I go snooping around this desk, okay, yeah, there's a person in here. We don't snoop the desk when there's a person in here.
Looking for someone?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos figure out why so many weird things have been happening around here lately. Do you have time to talk?
Sure. Oh my, you've got B3 issues.
Okay.
Vitamin B3, niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low. Nothing that some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once a day won't fix.
What?
Thanks for the advice. How long have you worked here?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
Do you have any idea what caused that roller coaster accident?
Someone stole a horse off the carousel and now the park is cursed.
So you think this cursed thing is real?
The man who carved the horses, Kessler, he said if they were ever separated, bad luck would follow. And it has.
Could I see the blueprints of the roller coaster so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped?
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Sorry.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton. I also know it drives him nuts that this is one of the few places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Any idea why someone would steal a horse off a carousel?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
Do you mind having to work during the shutdown?
Not a bit. Keeping those card readers functioning is practically a full-time job all by itself. Plus, I happen to adore my job.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
Well, okay. Bad food, good food. There's technically no such thing as bad food. There's food that's healthy for your body, which would be this. And there's food that's healthy for your mental health, which is this. And it's good to have balance of them. You know, you don't want to only be eating hot dogs and french fries and soda. But the occasional hot dog, french fry, or soda is not gonna hurt you. Okay then. She's one of those kinds of people. As long as she doesn't try to
Hang on,
make
I'll
me
be right with you.
Take your time.
live her life.
Uh-oh.
Out. And do not come back unless and until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
Oops. We'll go check out the roller coaster. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to go in here. I don't like octopi. I don't care if I live in the desert and there's none here. They just freak me out.
I wonder what the deal is with this red tag.
And I called service to request upgrade for card reader. Below is a schematic for the circuit. As it currently stands, the resistors are in parallel. Routing for delivery of macro resistor. I split the circuit to allow easy soldering of macro resistor once it comes in. Krollmeister called and said that the total resistance for the upgrade has to be 15 ohms. They said the macro resistor will give 5 ohms of resistance, so whoever's hooking up the thing should hook the resistors in series. Cool, so I can't get in until this is fixed. But
It's locked.
I need to search the... Okay, fine, I'll go to the carousel then.
This takes a fun pass.
Yeah, this takes a fun pass. I don't want to do this though. I don't want to write it. I want to search it. Can I? Okay, cool. Interesting. Oh, that must be where the thing is. Free ride to the holder of the brass ring. Carousel was created by Rolf Kessler in 1914. Ah! I thought I was supposed to have full access. What? How am I supposed to do my job if I can't get in to the carousel? Hold up. Can I go around the carousel at all? Moonglow. They have names. Fine. We'll just leave. games or Demons of the Deep Haunted House. Midway games. I like working haunted houses. I don't like going through them. Prizomatic. What are things I can get here? Okay. Sure,
If I
we'll
play
try
this game,
out.
I can win an
Nothing
anchor.
like a game of squid toss, is there? You have 4 fun credits left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
Nope, too high.
Lucky you! You're about to play squid toss. By the way, you have 3 fun credits left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop. Time to
all my
play
fun
squid
credits.
toss. In case you were wondering, you have 2 fun credits left on your card. Catapult the squid through the hoop.
Hey. Alright, this is out of stock, so all I use this for is this one. Alright, let's check out this game.
We call this game Swimmer's Itch. By the way, you have 1 fun credit left on your card. Your mission is to get the swimmer to the beach.
Okay, get the swimmer to the beach before the hurricane hits. Move the swimmer from right to left by clicking the swimmer. Or on the obstacles in the swimmer's way. Oh, is this like one of those things where like I gotta move objects? Yeah. Keep an eye on the weather forecast to your right. If you don't reach the beach in the time the forecast says hurricane, you lose. Win all 3 levels and you get the seahorse token. Okay. I'll do medium first, I guess. Okay. That's a seahorse token. That's only used for this. Oh, I click on this and then I do this. Ah, that'll come in handy. Alright. So in order to get these, I need 2 of the mermaids and 2 of the clams.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's out of order.
That one's out of order to get the clams, so probably have to fix that at some point. Where do I get the mermaid from? Wait, where do I get the mermaid from? Where do I get the mermaid from? Well, that's frustrating. The only thing I haven't looked at is the haunted house, which I'm looking forward to, and then I'll probably talk to somebody about fixing the roller coaster. I need these. I thought I was supposed to have full reign of the freaking... Apparently not. Talk to Harlan, maybe?
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
The card reader outside the roller coaster doesn't work. It's got this red tag on it.
Means the power's been shut off. Ingrid must be working on it. Go talk to her. She probably took a break to go meditate and forgot what she was doing.
Does that sort of thing happen a lot with her?
Oh, yeah. And good luck finding her. These mind relaxation breaks of hers sometimes last for hours.
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator. Doesn't really like to work, so he does whatever he can to avoid it. Puts things off to the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
Is he in danger of losing his job?
Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up like fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye like soon.
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
So I'm not sure on this guy's motive. But I don't trust him, because he was kind of shady. Because his motive could just be treasure. Elliot's motive could literally just be that he wanted to have time so he didn't lose his job. I don't see a motive with Ingrid right now, other than the general idea of treasure. Joy I don't trust at all.
Hello, Nancy. Still on the case, I see.
I don't seem to be having much luck using my access card. Am I doing something wrong?
I deactivated most of the readers because of the shutdown. Soon as I get done here, I'll get them online again. Sorry. Hey, if you come across a pair of pliers, hang on to them, okay? Mine are missing. Someone must have walked off with them.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster, but the access card reader has been red tagged. Harlan says it's because you're working on it?
Right. I was in the process of upgrading its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here. Unless you'd like to do it for me.
I'm game, but needless to say, I've never done it before.
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the schematic inside the reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes. You'll need to solder it in place. Which means you're going to have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Here's the engineering handbook I put together. If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them. Keep it as long as you like. When you're all done, remove the red tag and take it to Harlan. That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours. Are you gonna answer it?
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back. So, once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
Any advice on how to go about fixing the Midway game that's broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard. And unfortunately, I have no idea where it is. One of my guys probably left it in the park somewhere.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
I don't want to go talk to Joy. Wait, I probably do need to talk to Joy. She just said I needed the soldering iron from Elliot, and Elliot's not gonna... Dang it. She's not here.
Who are you, and what are you doing?
Who said that?
I said that. Over here, on top of the cabinet. Keep going. Over here. Please identify yourself.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew.
Digital representations of your voice and image have been entered into my memory circuits, Nancy Drew.
What are you, some kind of security system?
I am Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. I receive and process video and audio input and make appropriate pre-programmed verbal responses.
Who programmed you?
It is my turn to ask a question, Nancy Drew. Why are you here when Joy is not?
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
So, who programmed you?
Responding to the non-Joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not gonna talk to me anymore.
Okay then.
I can use this to leave a note for Joy to call Elliot. Looks like Joy's a pencil chewer.
Ugh. I don't want to touch it then. Like, I don't care if she chews her pencil, but don't make me touch the pencil. Ooh, victim of coaster accident files $1 million lawsuit against park. Jeez. Lance Huffington, 37, is suing Captain's Cove Amusement Park for $1 million as a result of neck injuries he allegedly suffered while riding the roller coaster at the park last week. Huffington, a salesperson at Mady's pre-owned car company, was a passenger on the Tidal Terror roller coaster when it suddenly lost power, slid backwards, and stopped. He claims that the sudden stop caused his head to snap backwards, then forwards, and that this whiplash effect caused severe trauma to soft tissue in his neck. The lawsuit seeks compensation for medical costs, pain and suffering, and emotional distress. Police say that no injuries, including Huffington's, were reported at the time of the incident. Huffington alleges that it's not common for whiplash victims to be unaware of their injuries until later. I mean, that's not entirely untrue because of adrenaline. The next day, that's when it hit me. I woke up and couldn't move. The pain was so bad, said Huffington. It's still bad, and the doctors say I may have to wear this neck brace for the rest of my life. I'm not trying to soak anybody. I just want what's fair. The owner of the park, Paula Santos, declined to comment on the lawsuit. The park was closed immediately after the accident to allow a thorough inspection of the roller coaster. The cause of the accident has still not been determined. Interesting. That's it? There's nothing else I can search in her office? Sad days. Oop. Well, I'm waiting for her to call Elliot. What can I do in the meantime?
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. You know, I just had a thought. There's a newspaper article and photo in Joy's office that I want you to be sure to take a look at. They're in a frame on the wall.
I may have seen them. What are they about?
They're a little piece of park history. The guy in the photo found a bunch of jewels that had been stolen in a heist years ago and stashed away on one of the rides at Captain's Cove. The police said there was a good chance more jewels would turn up.
Maybe that's why someone stole that carousel horse, because there were jewels hidden inside it.
My thoughts exactly. I called the detective that was in charge of the investigation back then. His name is KJ Paris. He's going to call you. Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
All right. Goodbye, Paula.
All right. I want to look at my to-do list. Okay, find Ingrid's missing keyboard. Get the soldering gun from Elliot Chen. Get Barnacle Blast game fixed. I guess I can work on that. Take a look around Ingrid's while she's not there. I would love to do that. Figure out combination of Harlan's locker and look at it when he's not there. Talk to Detective Paris when he calls me. Yep. Check out the roller coaster. Keep checking email. Let's check our email. Hey, sassy number 57. Next time you want to hide a message in plain sight, write it on a piece of paper using nature's invisible ink, lemon juice. When you finish writing, you'll have what looks like a blank piece of paper, which to the observant nose may smell faintly like lemon. But when you expose that paper to moderate heat, the message will appear. Just take care when applying heat to the paper. An iron on its very lowest setting will usually do the trick. Well, that's what the iron's for, okay. Younger sleuths should seek parental supervision before using an iron or any other source of heat, and sleuths of all ages should remember to turn the iron off when finished. Yes. Let's not start a fire. I guess we can go fix that game while we wait for Paris to call. And also give it time for Elliot.
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
This is Detective K.J. Paris, Captain's Cove Police Department. Paula Santos asked me to call you. Said it concerned that heist out at Captain's quarters 23 years ago.
Yes. Do you by any chance know what happened to the man who pulled off that heist?
He died in prison about a year ago. I never did figure out where he stashed the rest of the loot. Although I'm still convinced it's somewhere in that amusement park.
Could he have stashed it in that stolen carousel horse? Which was maybe why it was stolen?
Never occurred to me, but it's possible, I suppose. I'll tell you what, the thief's name was Chaz Dunning. I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died. Somebody who was recently released.
That would be fantastic.
Well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something.
Thanks, Detective Paris. It was great talking to you.
Ditto.
Going to cross the pause.
I forgot that our rowboat vacuum goes off at 11 on the weekend. Alrighty, let's... Oh, there's a package out front. Alright. Got this done, but had to fight the power relay switch to work right. Nick F. Programming upgrade. After successfully upgrading the hardware on the Tahoe circuit board, the Krollmeister arcade game will not function and display an error message on the front panel video screen. The hardware upgrade must be added to the Krollmeister arcade game code. In the back of each Krollmeister arcade game is a small video screen that contains the programming code. Use a Krollmeister portable keyboard to plug into the monitor and type in the code upgrade. This can be done by simply adding the word super to the upgrade function and by entering the Krollmeister arcade game serial number as a parameter. For example, if the upgrade function was called ping and the serial number was UP4700, the new function would be super ping and UP4700 would be entered as a parameter. Okay. But I need the keyboard. Right. Right about that. Well, let's go see if we can talk to Harlan.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. KJ Paris. I got some preliminary info on that jewel thief. You know Chaz Dunning?
Great, let's hear it.
Okay. Before he died, he got to be real good buddies with his cellmate at New Jersey State Prison. And his cellmate was paroled less than 2 months ago.
Do you know the guy's name?
Well, apparently he's used a lot of aliases. The guy I talked to wasn't sure which name he was released under, but he did give me a description. Dark hair, medium build, clean-shaven, heavy Jersey accent. Like I said, I'm still in the process of making calls. I just thought I'd let you know what I had so far.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big help.
Could it be the security guard, Harlan? I was gonna try and knock, but...
Well, Miss Destructo returns.
I'm really sorry about what happened before.
These things happen. So, I hear you're out to solve the curse of Captain's Cove.
What do you think caused the roller coaster accident?
That was no accident. It was sabotage.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm pulling your leg, that's why. Come on, what do I know? I'm just an artist. Go ask our naturopathic engineer person.
Do you have any idea who stole that horse off the carousel?
Somebody who's into junk.
That's odd. Ingrid said carousel horses can be very valuable.
Well, When they're the original horses, they can be valuable, yes, but I was talking about the one that was stolen. It was not an original. Around 20 years ago, somebody bought one of the horses off the carousel. The guy who owned the park back then commissioned some hack to replace it.
And that's the horse that was stolen. The replacement?
Right.
Ingrid said you have her soldering gun. I need to get it from you, if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Great, thanks. Do you see much of the other people who are working during the shutdown? Like Joy Trent or that security guard, Harlan Bishop?
Nah. Joy Trent, she's like invisible even when she's visible, if you get my drift. And that rent-a-cop, I've got no desire to see anything of him.
Why do you say that?
Dude is way too eager to make my business his business, that's all.
The fact that the park is shut down must be kind of a relief for you.
You mean because I'm behind in my work? I'd be lying if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting deadlines has never been my forte. But I certainly hope you're not suggesting that I arranged for the park to be shut down by somehow manufacturing this curse thing, because that would be ridiculous.
I'll let you get back to work.
Rock on.
Screws and bolts, adhesives.
Could I have some of these tissue strips?
Be my guest.
Nice. Hinges, something in strips extra something?
I can use this to measure.
Yes, Nancy, we can. The question is, what would we need to measure and why? Miscellaneous, more tools. Ooh, books.
Mind if I look at this?
No, go right ahead.
A book on carousels. Cool.
Alrighty. All about carousels. Famous carousel carvers. The golden age of carousels began in the late 1800s and ended in the early 1930s with the Great Depression. During that period, 3 different carousel styles emerged. To the trained eye, these styles are as distinct as a fingerprint. Fantastic factoid. The horse on the outside, just in front of the chariot on the carousel, is called the lead horse. This horse is usually the biggest and most exquisitely carved horse on the carousel. Our styles here, we have Coney Island style. The horses that Charles I.D. Loof carved tended to be very fanciful with flashy, often jewel-encrusted saddles and bridles. M.C. Illians and Charles Carmel also carved horses that were less than realistic, frozen in highly animated poses. Stein and Goldstein carousel horses were known for their big buckles and lack of forelocks. Fantastic factoid, some carvers carved only the heads and let other craftsmen carve the rest of the horse. Interesting. Philadelphia style. These carousel horses were very realistic, with many sporting armor and other militaristic gear. The carousels that the Densel Company built often included horses with human faces carved somewhere on their sides. The Philadelphia Toboggan Company was not founded by carvers. As a result, its carousels displayed many variations of the Philadelphia style. Fantastic factoid. Most horses that are mounted on permanent carousels have tails made of real horsehair. Interesting. Daniel and Alfred Mueller of D.C. Mueller and Bro Company were famous for their exceptionally intricate and realistic carousel figures. One of the company's founders, Daniel Mueller, is often said to be the best carver of carousel horses ever. Those familiar with Rolf Kessler's work might disagree. Driven by dark moods and odd convictions, Kessler worked by himself, creating carousels on a freelance basis. Some people found the intense expressions of Kessler's creations to be a little too realistic. Fantastic factoid. A carousel horse was carved out of many pieces of wood that were held together with glue and small dowels, never nails because they would rust. A horse's leg could be made out of as many as 6 pieces of wood. And then the last one here, County Fair style. A number of companies specialized in carousels that could be effortlessly moved from one place to another. The carousel horses they created were relatively simple in appearance, so they could be produced quickly and moved with minimal breakage. Armitage, Herschel, and Spillman were known for this style, and the carousels of the C.W. Parker Amusement Company were seen throughout the American heartland in the early 1900s. couple more fantastic factoids. Horses were carved out of soft hardwood like basswood. This wood is soft enough to carve easily, but hard enough to stand up to a lot of wear. And then the side of the horse that faced out and was most seen by the public was called its romance side, since it was the most visible side. It usually included much more detail than the inner side. Interesting. Oh, there's more. Jeez, history of the carousel. Real quick, these fantastic factoids. Early 20th century riders rode the carousel for the cool breeze it generated and for the thrill of riding something going fast. 7 miles per hour. Carousel horses were often named. Their names would appear on the inside of their bridles. Carousels, or merry-go-rounds, evolved from games people in the Middle Ages used to play on horseback. In the 12th century, the Spanish named one of these games carrosella, which meant little boar. By the 17th century, carousel among French royalty meant a festive day of contests on horseback. In one of these contests, riders would try to spear a small ring with their lance while galloping past it at full speed. To practice for this event, noblemen would straddle a wooden horse that hung from an arm that was attached to a center pole. At this center pole and arm, powered by a horse, mule, or servant, the rider would try to spear a small stationary ring mounted on the outside of the machine. Eventually, the word carousel referred to this machine rather than the pageants on horseback that inspired it. By the mid-1800s, men, women, and children of all social classes were clamoring to ride the contraption, which by this time included several rows of wooden horses. Innovations occurred rapidly after the carousel became steam-driven in 1870, and by the 1900s, the carousel looked pretty much the way it does now. It is interesting to note that English carousels rotated clockwise, while carousels in America and the rest of Europe rotated in a counterclockwise direction. This is because the English thought it was important that riders be encouraged to mount from the proper side, the horse's left side. Also, the game of trying to grab the brass ring was never popular in England. In the United States, moving counterclockwise allowed the carousel riders to use their right hands to reach for the ring as they went by. Menagerie figures such as tigers, dogs, giraffes, and even frogs were found alongside horses on carousels in the late 19th century, but by 1920 these figures were on their way out because the carousel makers realized that many children were frightened of them and preferred to ride horses. The horses on the outside are bigger and more ornate than the horses on the inside, so they can be seen from a distance and will attract potential customers. There's more! A band organ. Okay, this is the last. By 1920, most carousels in the United States were treating their customers not just to a cool, refreshing breeze as they rode, but to the bright, lively sounds that distinctly American invention known as the band organ. A band organ is a mechanical device, meaning that someone doesn't have to play it. Rather, it produces music by mechanical means. In very simple terms, air supplied by a bellows at the bottom of the organ is forced through the pipes, which produce musical notes in relation to holes punched in a roll of paper. A variety of pipes can be activated at one time along with drums and cymbals, so that the music sounds much like that of a small military band, hence the name band organ. Many people think the music they hear when they ride a carousel is calliope music. A calliope, however, is a totally different machine. Designed to attract attention, the high-pitched flute-like calliope tones are usually heard at the circus. Some antique band organs house speakers that simply broadcast pre-recorded music, but some still use the traditional but fragile paper rolls, while in others the pipes are activated according to digitally recorded patterns. Some band organs can go back and forth between the old way of playing tunes and the new, improving the likelihood that as long as there are carousels, there will be band organ music. All right.
Wow, a lathe.
Do you always go poking around in other people's stuff?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Wow, 360 board feet. That's a lot of wood.
That is a lot of wood. I feel like that's a clue. I'm wondering if we should ride the carousel. Try and catch the brass ring.
Welcome to the carousel. Uh-oh. You're using your last fun credit, so I'm keeping your card. But it's okay, just get a new one. Mount up, mateys.
Time to get another card from Harlan.
We'll get there.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeehaw!
That's why I have this out. Because I feel like it will help. Where's the ring?
Here comes the brass ring. Get ready. Got it.
Cool. Oh, I don't think I needed that. But yay! That's what I was after. Now we're just gonna go for a ride.
Here it comes again.
Oh, there's more? Well, I already got it, so... You get a free ride, right? Okay. Back to the roller coaster.
Better not take the tag until I fix this.
Well, then open it. Okay. Let's look at this again. I mean, generally speaking, I know how to do this kind of stuff. I built like a radio at one point. Yes, that goes there. I think I need to solder all of this. I think we're all good. Looks like.
Uh-oh.
According to Ingrid, you not only fried that particular card reader, but you short-circuited the entire system. She says it'll take days to repair the damage, maybe even weeks.
Oops. Guess I really blew it. As it were.
I'm not in the mood for lame jokes, Nancy, nor am I in the mood for paying for any more of your mistakes. So guess what? You're off the case.
Yeah. Second chance. I would like to remove all of these, please. The resistors are in parallel. Should hook the resistors in series. Okay. What's the series? Hold up, hold up. Just give me this book to help. Okay. Circuits. Cool, okay. In series, okay, 5, 10, 30, 100. So it's gonna be green, single brown, orange, double brown. Right? Yes. Yeah, so green, single brown, orange, double brown. Green, single brown, orange. So, green, this I believe. Single brown, orange. Please?
Uh-oh.
According to Ingrid, you not only fried that particular
Apparently
card
not.
reader, but you short-circuited the entire system. She says it'll take days to repair the damage, maybe even weeks.
Yeah.
Oops. Guess I really blew it. As it were.
I'm not in the mood for lame jokes, Nancy, nor am I in the mood for paying for any more of your mistakes. So guess what? You're off the case.
Most important rule in working with electronics to make sure that the power source is disconnected, turned off. Yep. Resistors to reduce the amount of voltage or current as an electrical circuit. Think of it as resistor down and back. Resistors have different values. The value of the resistors measured in ohms. Below are some commonly used resistors. The amount of total resistance depends on how the resistors are placed. Resistors can be placed in series or parallel. If several resistors are placed in series, i.e. one after each other, then the total resistance is the sum of the resistor values. In the diagram above, there are 3 resistors with the values of 10, 50, 10, 30, and 100. The total resistance is 140 ohms. Resistors placed in parallel, i.e. separate circuits that later meet up, have a more complex formula to compute total resistance in a circuit. Consult with your manager on this issue. When repairing or adding a piece of equipment, be sure to examine the specific instructions for the resistance required for the circuit board. Oh, that's it. Soldering. Soldering is a way to create an electrical link between elements of electronic circuits. A soldering gun is used to perform this task. Soldering guns we use in the park are state-of-the-art. Simply place the point of the gun in the area you wish to solder and click. If the solder is already in place and the gun is used in the area, the solder will be removed. Yep, take care in choosing which elements to solder. Improper connections can result in a short circuit. Warning, never solder an electrical circuit when the power is on. This can result in electrocution, yes. Okay, and this said in order. Should hook the resistors in series. So it's this one, it's this one, and then it's this one. Do we just not solder these? Do we only solder these?
That's not right.
I didn't think so.
You were electrocuted?
That's what Harlan said.
Oh, it was on.
I was out cold when he found me.
I can't afford to have you blundering around the park getting into accidents, Nancy. My insurance rates are high enough. In other words, you're off the case.
My bad. Alright, I looked it up and I honestly still don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's these, and this, and then this, and this. But nothing down here, apparently? I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me.
There, that looks right.
Does it? Because it doesn't to me. This makes no sense. But okay, whatever. It works now. I gotta take that to Harlan. Doesn't make any sense to me.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you turn the power back on to the card reader outside the roller coaster? It's all fixed. Here's the tag.
You bet. I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
I seem to have used up all the fun on my fun pass. Did you say I could get another one?
I certainly did. Here you go. Enjoy.
I'll see you around.
Go get 'em.
Alright, let's go back to the roller coaster and finally look at this thing.
This looks like one of Joy's.
It does. Why are we touching it?
Ow! I'm trapped!
What?
Uh-oh. To get my foot loose, I need to switch the track somehow. Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Oh, great.
Now I can turn the power on and see if these are properly connected. There are 6 ways to connect these. I'll just have to try them all.
Lovely. I didn't turn the
You
power
were
off.
electrocuted?
That's what Harlan said must have happened. I was out cold when he found me.
I can't
Be a
afford to
lot of
have
second
you
chances
wandering
in
around
this
the
game.
park getting into accidents, Nancy. My insurance rates are high enough. In other words, you're off the case.
Ow! I'm trapped! Uh-oh. To get my foot loose, I need to...
Just gonna
Looks
go
like I
straight
have to
across doesn't
reconnect these
work.
wires.
Maybe.
Now I can turn the power on and see if there are 6 ways to connect these. I'll just have to try them all.
No, hold up, no. Let's put the red back there. I'm gonna swap these.
That's not right.
No. Put the red here.
That's still not right.
Green, blue. Hey! Why was that even on? Oh, look at the employee notices. There's a red handprint right here. Is this it? I thought I had to like search this. All I've got is the I'll stop with Joy's pencil. Employee notices. There's a Really? That's it? Because, like, I thought we were supposed to search this for, like, clues and stuff. But it's not letting me go anywhere except for the All Stop button. Okay, then. I don't know what it wants me to do then. Hey, I can get into these places now.
What is that noise?
Wait, what? Must have accidentally turned around.
Sounds like it's coming from below.
Oh, keyboard. That's creepy. Oh, it's also red tagged.
Just an old radiator.
That's it? Just the red tagged thing? Okay. But it gets us the keyboard, so we can do this. That's what I want. Oh, wait, hold up. I need to look stuff up. Oh, I just saw it. Barnacle cereal is KM 5200. Oh, it's still hooked up. Okay. Hold up. Let me double check this again. Make sure. Okay. Example of the upgrade function was called ping. It'd be super ping. So we had the word super to the beginning of the upgrade function and then the serial number. So, update game, change function, call online directly below. If game over equals else if game over. I actually understand this. Not word toast, Albert. Okay. So that's where I enter it. Okay, super. Enter. Okay, M5200. Enter. Is it working?
Arr! Time for a game of Barnacle Blast. You have 4
All
fun
right.
credits left on your card.
Oh,
Now
I see. I have to
blast
play
all
this
those
4
nasty
times.
barnacles
2
off
level
the
1, 2 level 2. Jeez. Okay. Oh, I have to use my keyboard. Ball shoot and then left arrow right. Oh, it's one of those things. Okay. Next. Can I use it by getting quick? Okay. As you bust all the barnacles, the higher your score. They have this kind of game in like almost all the Nancy Drew games. Oh god. Oh god. Ooh, that was close. Cool, I win. Level 1 complete. You've won the shell token. Get ready for level 2. How did that not hit the blue barnacle? Oh, that was close. "40 minutes later." I probably cut out the dozens of times I redid level 2 on this stupid game. We are not playing it again to get more of these yet. I need a break. But we will go ahead and get that. Oh my god. Let me look at this. Oh. I have no idea what my actual time is right now in recording because I definitely cut out me playing that over and over and over and over again, trying to win. Oh my gosh, that was so frustrating. What to do now? I go to my hotel and look at my to-do list. that's what we can do now. Okay, ask Joy about the pencil that I found. Take a look at Ingrid's when she's not there. Harlan's locker when he's not there. And then, of course, keep checking my email. Nothing else there. Okay. So we can try to go talk to Joy. And then see if Ingrid or Harlan are not there.
Need something?
Do you ever talk to the other people who are working during the shutdown?
I'm not very good at socializing. I couldn't even tell you what any of them look like, quite frankly. I go to work, I go home. That's pretty much my life.
Someone activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks just now. I barely managed to escape.
Really? Are you sure it was on purpose? Maybe you accidentally tripped a switch or something.
I don't think so. It happened right after I picked up this pencil.
That looks like one of mine. But I didn't leave it there. I mean, just because you found one of my pencils, that hardly proves I'm guilty of something.
Joy, while you were gone, the Nancy Drew entity came in here and snooped.
You were snooping around in here?
Well, I was leaving you a note. You know, to call Elliot.
An analysis of sensory input shows that the Nancy Drew entity entered the immediate area during your absence and exhibited non-random seeking behavior.
All right, I was snooping. And now if you don't mind answering a question for me, what is that?
My father was a frustrated inventor. After he died, I discovered that in his study. In his will, he said he made it just for me. I don't have room in my apartment, so I brought him here. I keep him covered when I know I'm going to have company. As you noticed, he can be kind of a blabbermouth.
The word blabbermouth is without meaning to Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
Does he do anything else besides blabber?
My father said he invented Miles in order to reacquaint me with my childhood. It always bothered him that I was never as happy-go-lucky as he was. What am I, Miles?
Joy Trent is a party-pooping stick in the mud.
So my father programmed him with a bunch of riddles designed to reconnect me with long-lost memories from my childhood.
That sounds fascinating.
I don't see it that way at all. I don't want to relive my childhood. My mother died when I was 4.
My mother died when I was really young, too. Maybe I could help you.
I should be mad that you were snooping around in here. But the truth is, I think it's neat that you're so gutsy. Especially since I'm so not gutsy. Oh, what the heck. Okay, Miles, let's hear the first riddle.
Here is the first riddle. Listen carefully. To be told a truth long since put away, bring me the silvery remains of a 4-bit day.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I knew it would be a waste of time.
Don't give up yet. Maybe I'll turn up something in the course of my investigation.
Do what you want, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
The remains of something from a 4-bit day. Let's go see if Ingrid's here.
It's locked.
That's armed. I don't have anything. Oh, nope. I don't have anything to, like, dust it.
Nancy, you're a procrastinator's dream. Know that? Come in. Ask me questions. Ask me lots of questions.
I found this receipt on the floor. Looks like you bought a lot of basswood recently.
I'll take that. Thank you.
I know you're busy, but I was hoping you could maybe help me solve a riddle. If I asked you for the silvery remains of a 4-bit day, what would you give me?
A riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's see. Silvery remains has to be something silver that's left over, right? Okay, now, if 2-bit means worth a quarter, 4-bit would mean worth 2 quarters. Quarters. Captain's quarters, maybe?
what about the word day?
Captain's Quarters Day. Day, spelled D-A-E, as in Sunday. That's it. There's this fantastic sundae you can get only at the hotel. They call it a fun day. It's been their specialty for like centuries. Comes with a souvenir spoon. Silvery, as in spoon, get it?
Elliot, you're a genius.
Next riddle, come on. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm in a groove. Bring it on.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
Hey, Elliot, you wouldn't happen to have some kind of powder, would you? Any kind of powder? So I can figure out the code? No? Fine. Okay, well, let's go get a sundae. Let's talk to Harlan and then get a sundae. He's not here. Let's search his desk. ICU surveillance, counter surveillance, concealed wall plug transmitters, high tech. Security. 101190, would that possibly be?
I need a tape.
Oh yeah, it would be. I should put a VHS tape in there. Duh. Usually these are no more than 4 numbers though. Oh, let's go with it. 101190. I'm gonna write it down. It's highlighted, it's gotta be important, right? Okay, that was a really long security code. Cool. Appointments.
Louis G. Wonder who that is. Best way to find out is to call him.
That one I'm gonna write down just in case. Zero, 9, 5, 5, 5, 3, 1, 7. 2 for 1 at Bonanza Burger. I've got a haircut Monday, alright.
Wonder what's on here. I'll just play it and find out.
Yep. What do you know? We already found a VHS to play.
I need a tape. It looks like Harlan's been spying on Ingrid.
2, 6.
I better put this back where I found it.
2, 6. Okay, hold up. Harlan's locker. And then this is Ingrid's.
I need a tape.
Oh, I thought I hadn't taken it out yet. My bad. Oh, cool. I don't have to put the code in again. Thank you. Three red tags. Jeez. I know I can call that guy, but she's still
It's
not
locked.
here, right? Yes, okay. 0726. Snoopy
Call
Snoop.
LH about results. LH. Lance Huffington, maybe?
LH. 609 555 7214. Alright. Anything else over here? No? Nothing else? Can I go over there? No? Over there? No? Wait. Dang it, just takes me right back here. Well, fine then. Can't go over there. Can't go over there, but I can snoop the desk. Pandora 2XS Hybrid. Open it up. Oh, she wants a car.
Wow, that's one expensive watch.
Yeah, it is. Where's she getting all the money from? Oh, I wanted to look behind there. I hope it's just that. Drawers? Any drawers? No? Can't look at the computer? It's like a lack of snooping. Okay. Joy. Oh, no, not Joy. Captain's quarters. We got phone calls to make and room service to order. Captain's Cove Fun Day.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
Are you the regular operator?
I'm filling in for my cousin Amber. She took the week off on account of the amusement park being shut down. You don't want an outside line, do you?
Actually, I have a cell phone.
Good. Use it. An outside line will cost you an arm and a leg. Besides, I'm not sure how to get you one. So, Miss Oren, what do you want?
That's Drew. Nancy Drew?
Sorry, my cousin's handwriting reeks. So, what do you want, Miss Drew?
I'd like to order a fun day, please.
2,480 calories worth of sheer heaven plus one official fun day souvenir spoon coming right up. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
That's a lot of calories.
Oh, that was so good.
All right. Well, let's look at the time. Again, I'm not sure how much time I cut out, but I think I'm still around the hour 30 mark. So I'm gonna go drop off the spoon, and we'll make the phone calls next time.
Any luck?
I'm pretty sure Miles wants us to bring him the souvenir spoon you get when you order a fun day sundae at the captain's quarters. I have one right here.
Give it to Miles and see what happens.
Lay it on me. The scan is complete. The object is correct. Your mother used to take you for a Sunday at the captain's quarters almost every week. Do you remember, Joy?
The captain's quarters fun day. I do remember that. I was so small, I always had to sit on my mother's lap to eat it. I wish I could remember what she looked like.
Don't you have a picture of her?
You were very little when your mother died, Joy. Your grief came out as anger. Before your father could stop you, you destroyed every picture of your mother that he had.
I did that? No. My father told me he had gotten rid of them. He always said some things are better left forgotten. Oh my gosh. I'm the reason I have nothing to remember her by.
You've probably forgotten everything about that time in your life because it was just too painful to remember.
The older your father got, Joy, the more he realized that life is nothing but memories. He realized that even bad memories have a place in a good life. That is why he invented
Miles, the magnificent memory machine!
Here is the second riddle. This one is written down. Please remove it.
It's just a blank piece of paper.
You and your mother used to love to play this game, Joy.
Once again, I have no idea what he's talking about.
You know, some of the things your father wants you to remember may be pretty painful. Are you sure you want to go on?
If you still want to help me, please, Nancy, keep going. I feel like a door somewhere is starting to creak open. I'm kind of scared to open it, but I also kind of know I have to.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Thanks, Nancy.
I already know what to do with that. That would be the iron heat. But because of the time, I'm going to go to the hotel to wrap it up, because the hotel will have the checklist. Yep. So I have a blank piece of paper, LH, Lewis G. And scrolling down, I think the only other thing on here is going to be keep checking email. Yes. Check the email real quick, actually. News from home. Dear Nancy, yesterday after you left, Togo was playing with his yellow squeaky toy in the family room, and it rolled underneath the TV cabinet. I tried to get it out with the yardstick, but I couldn't reach it. Now all Togo does is lie in the family room and whimper. He won't even eat. As you know, that toy was his favorite. But don't worry, I'm going to go to the pet store as soon as it opens and get him a new one. That's adorable. More news. Dear Nancy, I went to every single pet store in River Heights, and wouldn't you know it, not one of them carries yellow squeaky toys. Togo hasn't budged from in front of the TV cabinet. He still refuses to eat. I'm getting worried. You know how I fret when you Jews don't eat. So I called your father, and he arranged for 2 men to come over later on today, unplug all those cables and wires, and move the cabinet. He wasn't real happy about it, but I told him it's what you'd want. And Sassy Detective Tip 58. How a detective goes about solving a case is dictated by his or her personal style. Take our quick survey to see what type of detective you are. If there were a Magellan Award, you'd win it because you like to tackle a mystery by going absolutely everywhere you can and seeing absolutely everything there is to see in places related to the crime. A face-to-face award, you'd take it home because there's nothing you like to do better than interview suspects in person. If they have information, then by golly, you're going to get it out of them. A phone-to-face award, you'd get it because you prefer gathering the facts over the phone. The only thing you like better than having someone's phone number is using it. The 9 Lives Award, you'd get it because you are not afraid to take risks. You know that all setbacks are only temporary. There's no bigger believer in second chances than you. A Puzzle Master Award, they'd give it to you because puzzles don't puzzle you at all. The harder they are, the better you like it, the faster you solve them. Puzzles are your life. A Tenacity Award, you'd never let it go because even if it takes you days, weeks, even months to crack a case, you keep coming back until it's solved. An Avid Reader Award, you'd win it because you read everything you find in the course of your investigation. Books, magazines, letters, diaries. Nothing is safe from your hungry eyes. An Open to Suggestions Award, it would be yours because you see nothing wrong with asking other people what they think you should do next in order to solve a case. 2 or more brains are better than 1, you always say. Okay. At this point, we are going to save. When we come back, we have this handy little checklist now. So we will iron out the piece of paper, call LH, call Lewis G. So that's we'll begin next game. So let's go ahead and save this before I forget. What do we want to name? What do we want to name this? I don't know what I want to name this. Barnacle Blast sucks. No more barnacles. Please, no more barnacles. That game was awful. Alright. As usual, thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and click the like button below. Please subscribe if you haven't yet and you're enjoying my videos. And remember to click the little bell to get notifications when a video is released. Also, please leave a comment below if you have tips for getting through Barnacle Blast faster. Please give me those tips. If you have tips for me running this channel, ideas for me, please let me know. Game suggestions, let me know, etc., etc. Regardless, if you could just please leave a comment, that way I know there are people watching this, because it gives me more drive to keep making them. But as usual, guys, as we wrap things up here, don't plagiarize. Just don't do it.